Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to talk what are the differences between the Vivo X60 Pro and the Vivo X60. So on my right is the Vivo X60 Pro, while on my left is Vivo X60. Now if you look at both these devices from the rear panel, there is absolutely no differences. But then why the price difference? So there are a lot of things which are different on the Vivo X60 Pro compared to the Vivo X60. So that's what we're going to discuss in this video. So before going into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Now there are few differences in the camera aspect. Now both of these devices come with a 48 megapixel Sony sensor. It's a custom made sensor. Now both have the 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and the 30 megapixel telephoto portrait lens, and you also get a 32 megapixel selfie camera. But there are two differences in the camera as well. Now one of them is that the Vivo X60 Pro comes with f-stop 1.48 aperture, which is a very large aperture, while here we have f-stop 1.8 aperture on the Vivo X60. So the X60 Pro definitely should give you much better low light abilities with the f1.48 aperture. Now apart from that, there is also one major difference. Here we have the gimbal stabilization on the Vivo X60 Pro, while we have the regular OIS is included, but here we have the gimbal stabilization, which is really good in terms of stabilizing your video footage, and even in extreme low light conditions the shake would be more or less removed with the gimbal stabilization. So that's one of the differences here. So in terms of camera aspect, these are the two major aspects. One is aperture value is different. It's a larger aperture on the Vivo X60 Pro, while it's f1.8 aperture on the Vivo X60. So that's one difference, and apart from that there is a gimbal stabilization. Now another difference between these two devices is the display. Now you might ask, what is the difference here in terms of display? Both have the 120Hz Super AMOLED display, and both are really good in terms of quality as well. So what is different here? Now if you look at both these devices, they are exactly the same in display, but here there is one difference. The Vivo X60 Pro has a 3D curved glass on the sides, on both the sides, while it's a 2.5D glass on the Vivo X60. So if you look closer, it's a curved display on the Vivo X60 Pro on the edges, while it's a flat display on the Vivo X60. So this was almost the case with the Vivo X50 Pro and the Vivo X50 launched last year. The display were quite similar, but then the curvature of the display towards the edges was the only difference. So here also you can see that both are 120Hz refresh rate, and both are AMOLED displays, and both are full HD resolutions, and both come with really good panels, but the only difference being the edges are curved on the Vivo X60 Pro. Now one of the other changes is the battery capacity. Now the Vivo X60 Pro has 4200 mAh capacity battery, that's 4200 mAh capacity battery with 33 volt fast charging, while we have a 4300 mAh capacity battery, that's slightly higher capacity battery, that 100 mAh capacity battery higher on the Vivo X60. So that's the difference. In fact, the X60 comes with a slightly higher capacity battery than the X60 Pro. So that's one difference. Now other than that, there is a slight difference in terms of thickness. The X60 is slightly slimmer. Now the Vivo X60 Pro is around 7.69 mm, while this is around 7.48 mm, just minor difference in terms of thickness, and even in terms of weight, the X60 Pro is slightly lesser, around 2 to 3 grams lesser than the Vivo X60 Pro. So these are not a major difference, just minor difference. So major difference comes in the camera, the display is curved, and the battery capacity is slightly higher on the Vivo X60 than the X60 Pro. So we'll be doing a separate camera aspect of these two devices, because this is just a video to highlight what are the differences. This is not a camera comparison, or nor this is a comparison. These are just the differences between these two devices. So we'll be doing a separate video on the camera aspect of these two devices. So stay tuned for that. So hope this video was useful in bringing out the differences between the Vivo X60 and the Vivo X60 Pro. So that's it for this video. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.